Hey, what's up? You're watching Dave the Hearing Aid Guy. My name's Dave and I'm a hearing professional with plus 20 years of experience in fitting hearing aids. And today I'll compare the Signia Active Pro hearing aids to the Sony E10 OTC hearing aids because they both look very similar, but they are not. And I'll help you decide which one might be the right hearing solution for you coming up. I will start with the Signia Active Pro, and as you can see, those hearing aids have an earbud design. In fact, Signia has been the first hearing aid producer who came up with the earbud design for hearing aids. And as you also can see, they come with a silicone ear dome. You will not be able to use a custom-made ear mold for these hearing aids. They only work with the silicone ear domes here. And I'll just go through the features. They come with own voice processing in the Pro version. Own voice processing is very useful, especially for first-time hearing aid wearers, because it smoothens your own voice so you won't get so much amplification on your own voice, which might be distracting in the beginning. So this is very useful for first-time wearers. By the way, these hearing aids are made for mild to moderate hearing loss. So you won't be happy with these devices if you're having severe hearing loss. Then we have, of course, directional microphones in these devices, automatic directionality, so they focus to the source where speech is coming from automatically. Dynamic soundscape processing is a sound processing feature which gives more clarity to speech and voices. In the Pro version there's also the spatial speech focus, which is a very narrow directionality, which is especially useful in very noisy environments. Of course, they're rechargeable and they come with 4 hearing programs in the basic and 6 hearing programs in the Pro version. They feature direct Bluetooth streaming to iOS devices, iPhone, iPad, Mac, and if you're using, for example, an Android device, you can use the Streamline mic to bridge the connection from the phone to the earbud. So a phone call, for example, will go from the phone to the Streamline mic into the hearing aid. Also, one of the Pro features is a tinnitus therapy. You can have a tinnitus noiser in these hearing aids, and they're compatible with the Signia accessories, as mentioned before, Streamline mic, Streamline TV to get the audio of your TV directly into the hearing aids. They come with telecare, so your hearing professional can make small adjustments remotely. And of course they feature the Signia Assistant, which lives in the Signia app and helps you fine-tune the hearing aids yourself. The Sony E10 is an OTC hearing aid made for mild to moderate hearing loss, and as you can see, it looks exactly like the Signia Active Hearing Aid. It also comes with silicone ear domes in 4 different sizes. They come with closed ear domes, but of course you can also put a vented or open ear dome on the hearing aid, but you might get more feedback with those ear domes. Then it has 6 pre-programmed hearing profiles, and the app picks the one fitting best for your hearing loss according to the hearing test you've made with the Sony smartphone app. So you can't switch through those hearing profiles manually. The app picks the best fitting one for you. Of course, we have directional microphones in here. We have noise reduction in here. They're rechargeable, and they have Bluetooth on board, so you can have direct streaming from iOS devices, again, iPhone, iPad, Mac. But Signia accessories like a Streamline mic won't work with the Sony devices. So if you're using an Android phone, well, you won't be happy with that. If you're using an iPhone, everything's fine. Okay, just a very quick look at the Sony E10 and the Signia Active Pro as a close-up here. They are in the charger. If you open the charger, it shows you if the hearing aids are fully charged with the green light, or if they're charging here with the orange light, or here with the green blinking light. So if we take them out of the charger, we can see that Sony and the Signia hearing aid look more or less the same. Charging contact here, directional microphones here, silicone ear domes here. The hearing aids, both hearing aids, turn on automatically when you take them out of the charger and turn off automatically when you put them back into the charger. The charger is magnetic, so they won't fall out. Yeah, that's basically it. By the way, both chargers have a built-in battery, so you can charge these hearing aids on the go up to 3 times. Now, how do these hearing aids look when wearing? Well, it might not be surprising that they look exactly the same when wearing them. The sound quality is good in both devices. However, the Signia Active Pro sounds more comfortable because the amplification can get adjusted exactly to your hearing loss by a hearing professional, and also speech clarity was better with the Signia hearing aid, especially in noisy environments. The Signia app and the Sony app are very similar. In fact, with the Signia app you can adjust the overall volume, treble, bass, the microphone directionality, and you can switch through the different hearing programs. While in the Sony app you can also adjust the overall volume, treble, bass, the microphone directionality, but you can't switch through the different hearing programs because, yeah, as I mentioned before, the app picks it for you automatically based on your hearing assessment. So what's my conclusion of these hearing aids? Honestly, both fit good and both sound good. But although they look very similar, there's a huge difference in the technology that's working inside. So the Signia Active Pro have way more features to improve speech clarity in noisy situations. They come with 4 to 6 different hearing programs, and you can switch through those hearing programs, and they have better feedback management and own voice processing, which smoothens your own voice. They come with a tinnitus noiser for tinnitus therapy and a Signia assistant for fine-tuning. So the Sony E10 is much faster to set up. You don't need any appointment with a hearing professional to get these hearing aids working. They work immediately, and they work fine in environments with little to no noise. The audio streaming also works fine for iOS devices. However, you don't get Android phone support here because you need an accessory like a Streamline mic, which only works with the Signia hearing aids and not with the Sony hearing aids. So the Sony E10 OTC hearing aid is a good OTC hearing aid that will work for many people with mild to moderate hearing loss, especially in the higher frequencies. However, the Signia Active Pro has way more features, and the individual adjustment by a hearing professional adds some benefits that makes the hearing more comfortable. Now, this was another episode of Dave the Hearing Aid Guy. Please drop your questions in the comment section below, and if you like this video, if it brought you some value or if it just entertained you, please like this video and subscribe to my channel so you won't miss any of my new videos. See you next time. Bye.